Hi, my name is Petter Desne and I'm a lecturer at the University of Borås in Sweden. This is just a few um, notes about the Xenia2D gaming platform or game engine. Here's a structure of it. You're working in just one window, so it's just one page, two-dimensional games with both the design part and the C# part or code behind. This C# part is then connected to a game controller class, which in turn works with a physics class, which you don't really need to work in. It takes care of bouncing, etc. Also have a utilities class and a variables class, and these are used for various code snippets, various pieces of code, and in this case, some global variables. The game consists of a lot of bodies, and these are connected in a bodies list in the class here. And all these bodies have a lot of different attributes, like position and name and such things. So this is what it looks like. And when running this or in this game or working with it in Visual Studio, you see all the different classes here to the right in Solution Explorer. And here you see one of my games, both the design view here and also the XML view down here. And when something is clicked here, you see the corresponding thing here in design mode. Just to give you a hint of what this does, this is just a game with things bouncing around, and it's kind of lagging, and right now it has to do with the fact that I'm recording this movie at the same time. I can steer my player in the lower end of this window with my keyboard. And I can do a lot of things with my keyboard. I can actually have several players do everything at once, and doesn't really matter. If I hit the I key, I get the position of all the different objects right now, and other things like that, depending on what I want to write. So that was one of the games that I've been trying out myself in this game engine. For our students in the course, they're given, or you are given, a template to work with, and the game right now looks like this. Well, it's a starting game, and just to watch how it looks, if I drag it down here and press play, I have a player, a ball here, which I can move with my mouse, and when I hit the different walls here to the right, they get thinner and thinner, and eventually they will disappear, and the ball can pass through. And well, that's not a lot of a game, but it's just a template. In this game, there are, as I said before, a lot of bodies. In this game, or in this game engine, the bodies inherit from both a rectangle and a circle. So it depends on what you want to have, a rectangle or a circle. So each body has its own attributes, like this: player, dot, and then I get all the different attributes like speed, position, etc., name. Remember that low values of y are pointing upwards and high y values are downwards. A body can inherit from either a rectangle or from a circle, meaning that I can get to all the attributes of one of these, like the rectangle. So all the different attributes that are built in WPF for, or in .NET actually, for a rectangle can be found here, like width and visibility. Is it hidden or not? Is it visible or not? And here in body, I have all the different properties, different things like name, etc. Is it movable? Yes or no? And in this case, I have written a property for setting the width. Recall that the width is actually, and height attributes are actually parts of the circle or rectangle, but I felt that it's easier for me to work with a body object if I also have a property for this. By the way, to write a property in C#, write prop and then hit tab twice, and then you can just change this to something. Or to get the entire property as I wrote up there, write propful or propfull in Swedish if we wish, which means something else, and just type your whatever the property should be. This means that internal in this class we work with a little with a small letter v, and if we want to connect to this property or this variable from another class, it's the capital letter V. I've also, when it comes to the width and height of the body, I've also, I first actually started to create a method for getting the width and getting the height, and then just checked if this is not a rectangle. Well, if it is a rectangle, then return the width of its rectangle that it inherits from. Or if it's a circle, then return the width of the circle. You see the float attribute here, or the float data type really. It's because all calculations in a game engine are usually done in floats and not in doubles, because a double takes a lot longer time for a processor to calculate. What's interesting here is that this method, get width or get height, they don't need any values sent in. I can just write like player.getWidth, and I get the width of this particular player because it's a method inside of the player class or of the body class. So the body itself, this instance of the instance of this body class has this particular width. And let's look at how that works. The body has a lot of different things here, like a width. It's 50 pixels wide. So I can write something like this. And note that I don't need to send in any values. Then let's just set a breakpoint and we'll see what happens. And the test width is the width of this particular player, which is a width because attribute that I've sent, that I've created the player width here in the constructor. So that's how to work with properties and also some methods that belong to the class. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching this short movie.